Hi, this is Doug.
And I'm Cindy.
Welcome to Help Me Help Mama 5cast. Today we're talking about a step in the many steps of this series that we've covered. Getting the proper care for Dad started out several lessons ago. Cindy was talking about Dad that had a health event,
Dad
right?
had a major health event. Son was out of town. He came home a week and a half later and found Dad kind of not fully at himself cognitively. He was in a nursing home doing rehabilitation. Son, I think he was in shock. You know, he'd never seen Dad in this type of setting, this level of cognitive ability. And he just thought, oh, I've got to jump in and take care of him.
You know, and this is, at this point right here, you just said a health event. This is the first time, this is like a shot over the bow. This is the first time that the kids ever paid real attention to their parents' care. Like maybe mom or dad needs help, or maybe need to jump in there, do something. And honestly, this is the first time that the parents ever paid attention to it. Dad's always been 10 foot tall and bulletproof, and he's able to take care of himself. And by golly, we talk about independence and self-determination. Yeah, he's got plenty of that. He wants all of that stuff. And so he may not even have planned. So in this lesson today, we're going to back up a few steps, and we're going to talk about life care plan. And this is maybe if we would have talked to Dad 5 years ago. So Dad, if you're watching this today, this is for you. This is your life care plan. This is your chance to say what you want. This is a chance to make sure you can be independent in your later life, and that you can do the self-determination thing, get what you want, where you want, who you want around you, do the things you want, be the things you want, all of that stuff, right?
Absolutely. You make the choices. You learn what the choices are, the options, and you pick and choose and say, I want this one. When this happens, I want this one. I want these people here. I don't want these people here. This is what I want. So you design your life.
So how do we do that? So most of the time when people come in for estate planning, you know, what's the first thing pops in your head? I want a will. Well, what's a will? A will that says, who gets my stuff when I die? When I die.
Who cares?
Or trust. Who gets my stuff when I die? But let's back it up a step. What about before you die? What about, and people just totally miss that part. They don't think about before before I die is like a long time.
It can be. It can be. Yeah. Well, people with Alzheimer's, 10, 15 years.
It can be a long time. So
very, very long. Each day can be weeks long, it seems like.
And so you're just bopping through life, age 30, age 40, age 50. Things are going great, no problem. You got the world by the tail. Everything's fine, and you're not even thinking about, well, maybe I'll be in. Yeah, I know some people are incapacitated before they die, but probably not me, right? And so, you know, you don't think about it, and you just think of, well, when I die at age 140, well, then I want my kids to have my stuff. So yeah, we'll do a will or trust. But life care plans. So what do you want if you're incapacitated before you die?
And where do you want to be?
And who do you want around you? And what type of care do you want? And, you know, all of this stuff is in a life care plan. You know, we call it in our office a Bridge of Life plan, which is a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. It's like a big topic, but the whole thought process around that is this what we're talking about. You writing down what you want, and not just writing down on a napkin or something somewhere, a wish list, but like making it happen. And some people, you know, have such a tight bond with their kids, truly, they can write it down like in do a care journal plan, you know, to write down what they want in part of the plan, and the kids will make it happen. Sometimes not so much.
Yes. And so a safer bet is to learn the options. Sit down and have the family meeting. Learn what your options are. Get together your resources so you can say, well, if I want to stay in that house as long as I live, and I want these people to take care of me when they can't, then I want paid caregivers. How am I going to pay for that? So you look at your finances and you make sure that you're going to be able to afford the kind of care that you want. And then if you lose your cognitive ability, you've got a power of attorney in place, an agent or a trustee, someone that can manage your money and make sure your plan actually happens.
And for some people, it may be a third-party trustee. Some people, unfortunately, their kids just won't carry out their wishes, won't make it happen. And we've had people that had to set up a trust, have money in the trust to pay for the care, you know, what they wanted later on, have a third-party trustee like a bank oversee this and make sure their money was used for the purpose they want. And the bank may even hire a care manager or someone to go out to do the physical hands-on work, and the care manager may hire local in-home non-medical people. And so it can be a 2 or 3 step process. But for some people, it's a way to, for them to know that what they want is actually going to happen, rather than the default position that most people look at, which is just whatever, just whatever, maybe it'll happen.
So a Bridge of Life plan is a written plan, a map, if you will, roadmap, where you want your life to go, who you want around you, who you want to take care of you. You've got the money to do that, and you've got people in place to make sure it happens, because the end of life, the last few years, need to be really good.
And these might be the toughest years physically or cognitively, so a plan definitely needs to be in place. So if you're dad or mom that we're talking to and you still have your cognitive reasoning ability, you have the option to do something like this, to get with your attorney and come up with a plan for your end-of-life care. We're not just talking about death, we're talking about how you're going to live the rest of your life, how that's going to be paid for, and what you want. And you probably have to get with an elder law attorney to make that happen. If your parents didn't do that type of planning and you're one of the kids and now your parents have declined, well, then it will probably be in the form of a mom-centered family meeting like we've described in our book. You can click on the link below to get that, where you have to reflect upon your parents' preferences, what they've told you they want, and how you can go about to honor their wishes and do your best to utilize their resources to help them carry out their plan, their preferences, what they wanted in life for the last few years of their life.
And that was a lot.
That was a lot. So thanks for joining in today. Appreciate you joining us. Please give us any comments and questions you have below this video, or send an email to Cindy at helpmehelpmama.com or Doug at helpmehelpmama.com. Thanks for joining in today. Have a great day.
And thank you for being a caregiver for your loved one. You're making a huge difference in their life.
So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this, click on the subscribe button to subscribe to this channel, and click on that little notification bell to be notified the next time we do a video.
And if you want to interact with us, check out the description below and leave us a comment and let us know what legal or caregiver topics you'd like to hear about.